Welcome back. Thanks for staying with Morning Live. Let's bring you up to speed with what's been happening in your sports world. But before we do that, we bring you another story, something that happened over this weekend. Msunduzi Athletics Stadium this past weekend played host to the Africa Athletics League meet. After initial resistance from the provincial body, the meet opened the newly constructed stadium. It's a new track and field event that has hopes of growing to a globally prestigious league to rival the best in the world. Simon Magakwewere, former national 100-meter record holder and American high jump and Olympian Magakwewere were there. They join me now on the show. Very good morning to the both of you and welcome to Morning Live.
Great morning.
Simon, I'm going to start with you. It looked like rather miserable weather though in Pietermaritzburg. It looked rather cold. How was it?
It was bad. It was really bad, the weather. But, you know, I'm so glad because it did not stop us from competing. So we're like, okay, people wanted to leave when I was about to run the 100 meters. But I said, no, you know what, people are here because of us, so let's just tell them to sit down so that we can give them the show.
Inika, is this your first time competing in South Africa?
Yes.
And how was it?
Man, it's been beautiful. It's been a great time, good vibes. Happy to see that the African Athletics League actually took part in it, and it's been amazing.
This is the first of its kind, Simon. How important is this vision that the organizers actually have for this athletics meeting? Because they're hoping one day it will grow to the status and have a number of different athletics meets in different countries to rival the Diamond League.
Yeah, it's quite big because, like, I mean, they were expecting big athletes, so there was like postponed of the dates and stuff. So, but the way it seems like it's a big event. It's going to be a big event in the world next year.
And as an athlete, what does it mean to be able to compete at home against the best in the world?
I mean, you know, like I'm used to, because the last time I checked, I was running with Justin Gatlin in one of the telecom Grand Prix. So, like, I mean, it feels good, you know, when people come from overseas and come to Africa and, you know, get that experience. So I hope it was a good one.
Inika, you have been involved in international meets all over the world, and you've seen African athletes really excel. Yeah. How do you feel about where Africa currently is? Because especially here in Southern Africa, we've seen this wonderful resurgence in your sprinting events. We are used to seeing Africa excel at your middle distance events, but now we've added the sprint component. How do you see athletics in Africa?
Well, I see that there's an absence and then there isn't an absence as far as the youth is concerned. But as far as saying like the professional and the elite arise to being better sprinters, jumpers in the field, in every different event on the track, you know, in track and field. So it's really good to see that they're creating a league out here in the African Athletics League, because as far as the world rankings has changed, and getting your points, and for the athletes in Africa to be able to compete out here and have to, instead of trying to have to go to Europe all the time, which is heavy on the legs, it's very mental stress, so you can't really compete at your best all the time while you're traveling. So having a home field advantage is incredible. So I would like to see that in more countries around the world.
You're one of the shortest high jumpers. I see the internet has you at 1.63 meters.
Yes.
And you've got a PB of 196?
Yes, 196, 2 meters, and I've jumped 95 a couple of times.
Wow, okay. So what are the goals in the next couple of years?
The goals is to finish my career strong, PR, of course, win the World Championships, win the Olympic Championships, just putting all that I have into that in the last 2 to 3 years, and then transition out of the sport. But as far as the last 2 or 3 years, just dominate and become the best version I can as an athlete.
You've had quite a ride.
Yes.
From cocaine use to spending some time in jail after being a 2-time national indoor high jump champion.
Yes.
And you've still managed to come back and become an Olympian. Does it mean so much more to you that you're back and able to compete?
It means more to me that I was actually able to persevere through that time, and having friends and having family and having God guide me to where I need to be and who I need to be around, as far as positioning yourself to to be able to be great, not having your circumstances dictate your future. Also, like, just going away from that crowd and going to the crowd that can help you grow better as a person, and having faith in God, and just going after your dreams no matter what, and just no matter all the things that happen throughout your journey, make sure that you be able to teach the people that's coming after you not to go down that route, and to keep focused, stay focused, and talk and have friends.
Yeah, that's true.
I see Simon is nodding his head. It's been a difficult ride after that 2-year ban for you too.
Yeah, it was difficult, you know, but like she said, family, that was important. You know, people who care about you. And Athletics South Africa, at least, has been supportive.
Okay.
So,
how have your times been, Simon?
Sorry?
Your times. How have your times been, and how's the training been?
Yeah, this year it was quite good, because I mean, I even won the SA championships. So I'm proud again to be a South African champion. And I mean, I've been to Africa, got a bronze medal. I went to World Cup in London. I got bronze medal too. So it's been a quite journey, nice one. And it's getting better and better. Hopefully next year it will be better than this year.
Come back, King and Queen. Thank you guys so much for chatting to us here on Morning Live about the Africa Athletics League meet, which took place in Pietermaritzburg this past weekend. Let's continue.